Yo, welcome back to my channel. This is Dasher J99, and in today's video, we are going to be changing our oil in that piece of shit right there. You know, changing your oil is something that's very easy. It does not have to be intimidating at all. Anyone can do this. It takes very minimal amount of tools and knowledge. You can save a little bit of money nowadays because, you know, my grandma, I was talking to her just last week about getting an oil change in her truck. It was $80 freaking at a local shop. Well, I bought this filter. It's a Honda graded filter off of eBay actually, and I got the oil off there as well for less than $26, $27 out the door. And it's very easy to do. It's not going to take long at all. Very minimal amount of tools. So let me show you how I think you change your oil. Y'all, first you need some tools. This ratchet, a little bit way longer than what you need it to be, but it's just what I got on me right now. For the oil filter itself, you're going to need either some oil filter pliers. These don't cost very much, or you might be able to use some big channel locks, or if you're really freaking strong and your oil filter's in an easy access location, you might be able to turn that bitch off by hand. And you're going to need some sockets. You're going to need a socket that fits yours. You can look yours up online, what size it is. Of course, one is missing because that's how every socket set in America basically is. Besides that, you might need some ramps or a jack. It just depends on how your car sits up. If you got a truck like that over there, you probably won't need it at all. But a car like mine, honestly, I could change the oil okay. There's some room under there. I'm skinny as hell. But I can't really get to the filter very easily. So it's easier for me to just ride it up on them ramps. And no big deal. These ramps right here are a very good investment. They're Rhino ramps. You can buy these at Walmart for about 75 or 80 bucks. I actually got my set off of a local crackhead. I actually didn't even realize, but he steals a lot. At the time, I didn't know that. So these might be, you know. Anyways, I only paid like 25 bucks for them, and they work perfect. And I've gotten my money out, you know, well spent money is basically what I'm trying to say. And you might need a mat or something to lay on as well. That's optional, but let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so drive your car up on them ramps. It ain't got to be perfect, but man, you don't want like one half of the tire hanging off. That right there looks good. This one, yeah, probably could be a little bit better, but I'm going to go ahead and trust it. Look how much room we got under there now. This would not be a bad idea to put a jack stand under there. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. As well as you're going to want to put your parking brake on. And you want to put something behind the wheel. It could be a block of wood or a wheel chock or whatever you got. I'm going to go ahead and put a block of wood. Pop the hood on this bad boy and take this oil cap off. That way it'll let our oil flow better. Go ahead and throw that under there. Another thing you're going to need is a pan to catch all the oil in. I actually found this over in the weeds over there. I kind of forgot my oil pan at my house, so you just got to make do with what you got, I guess. But you can get, you know what, I can't use this. This has a hole in it right there. Fuck. Okay, I'll look for another pan. But you can get a pan for literally $1 at the Dollar Tree. So that's what I would recommend you do. Aha, we found the old Dollar Tree oil drain pan. So this is what we're going to use. Literally costs you $1. It works absolutely perfectly fine. If you got a vehicle like a truck that holds a shit ton of oil, yeah, this thing might overflow. So you probably want to get a bigger pan. But for a car, this is fine. Okay, so underneath your car, this thing is your oil pan. We got to take this thing, the oil drain plug, out. So let's do that. Alright, so we got that bitch cracked, and we're going to unscrew it. Come on. Come on. Oh, pull it real fast. And there she goes. There she goes. Now we got to let her do her work here. So we're going to let this thing drain out. Alright, so let's talk about our drain plug. Sometimes it'll have this washer right here on it. Sometimes it won't. If it doesn't have it, you don't need to worry about anything. If it does have it, you do need to take this off. I might need both hands, both fingers maybe. You need to take this off and you need to replace it. Okay, so you need to take that off and replace it with a new one. You can get these on eBay. for your car. I mean, it literally cost me like $2 for a whole pack of them. No big deal. And as you can see, we're just out of drip there. That size pan is plenty enough for this vehicle. So, you know, if you got a SUV or car, Dollar Tree pan will do wonders. So let's take a new washer and slide it right on there. Looks good to me. So that thing's barely dripping. Honestly, it'll drip like that forever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and thread this in there. Go ahead and get it started. Thread it all the way down by hand. Then once you get it tight, man, just a little extra, bam, to snug it up. That's it. Do not over tighten that. All right, so next thing's next. Go ahead and move that oil pan out of there and take your filter, and we're gonna prep it. We're gonna dip our finger right in to that used oil. Just a little dip. It's pretty warm, and we're gonna rub it around the O-ring, the seal of the oil filter. Okay, and it's getting ready to rain, so I'm trying to hurry this shit up. You can see that's the drain plug. I know this is hard to figure out, kind of. That right there's the axle. See that blue thing in there? Right back in there, that's the oil filter. We gotta get this pair of pliers on there, and I'm not gonna be able to record it because I'm not that good. We gotta take that fucker off. Okay, holy fuck. Okay, make sure you're untightening the oil filter the right way. Okay, I was not. Look at that thing. That thing is crushed. I actually ended up sticking a hole through it with a screwdriver to turn it loose. Yeah, don't do what I just did. Now listen, I am not afraid to admit when I mess up. And I most certainly messed up. I mean, we got a whole mess under here, dude. Look at that. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. I didn't think I was gonna finish this video because yeah, I was turning the oil filter the wrong way, and then unfortunately, I crushed it. And then when you get a crushed filter, man, it's very hard to turn off. I did still get it though, so, you know, it ain't no big deal. Alright, man, so now comes the fun part. We're gonna put the oil back in. Woo! Alright, I actually just poured that in there. You might want to use a funnel, but I feel like I'm pretty good, so I just poured it all in there, just like that. Also, I did kind of skip showing you the threading the old oil filter in, but yeah, you want to thread, you know, that bitch in there. This video didn't turn out quite as good as I thought it would. Come on, get on there. Well, I really look like I don't know what I'm doing. I swear I can put this oil cap on. What the hell? There we go. There we go. Good as new. Alright, man, so now we're letting the car idle, and then we will go, you know, we'll shut it off, we'll check the oil, make sure it's filled up and everything. Look, I know this video looked kind of bad when I crushed the oil filter and everything like that, but don't be that terrified. That was my mistake, an honest mistake. I can admit to it, but guess what? I fixed it. It's no big deal. I never claimed to be a full-on mechanic. I can just, you know, change parts here and there, and I fuck some shit up, but I always make it right. So do yourself a favor and hit the, well, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe. This is Dasher J99, and we will see you next time. Peace.